Hello, readers. Welcome back to Reader's Workshop. Today we're going to talk about how reading inspires thoughts in our minds. Today I want to share with you a poetry book that I keep very special to me in my classroom. Actually, if you were a student in my classroom, you wouldn't find this book in the classroom library because this is a special book that Miss Eckel only takes out during April, which is Poetry Month. The title of this book is called Giant Children. And I just wanted to share with you one quick thing before we went on to the lesson. This book is so special to me, I don't even keep it in the classroom library. There's a warning label on one of the poems here. And it says, here's the warning label. It says, warning to all children. This poem is totally disgusting. It should not, under any circumstances, be recited by a grown-up. Now, I am going to close this because I do not want to disclose this poem to you right now. But after I read that warning label a few years back, I read it to my students and it is totally disgusting. We all laughed at it and everything like that. But maybe I'll just let this sink in your mind. The title of the book is called Giant Children, and it does have a poem with a warning for you guys, for adults, not for students. But today I want to use this book to model a lesson I want to give you. And the lesson is how readers think about what they're reading and how it inspires thoughts. And if you're in second grade, most of you guys, your teachers have already started you off on reading journals. And the reading journals in there, you're writing responses to what you're reading, like you're making thoughts to text connections. You're making connections to what you're reading and what's going on in your life. And that's something that you're starting in the latter part of second grade, and it will proceed into third grade. But prior to that, you could still make connections to what you're reading using emojis. And Miss Eckel made her own emojis to help her when she's reading, to show her how I am connecting to what I'm reading. And these are quick and easy ways. Now, even though you're in second grade or if you already have a reading journal, you could still do your reading emojis. Because reading emojis are just a way of quick thoughts of getting, once you read something, what is it telling you? It might even give you a thought or an inspiration to something you want to write about. So I'm going to model for you how readers, when they read, and how they think, and how they respond to what they're reading about. So the poem that I chose, it's not the poem with the warning. That one we'll have to save for another day. Or if you're savvy enough, you could look it up on the internet and find it yourself. Okay. This poem is called The Scratch. The title is called The Scratch, and it says, I was running and I fell, and I hurt my knee, and I got a bad scratch, and I want you to see. What's that? You can't find it? But it's got to be there. It hurts me so bad. Please scratch everywhere. If you don't ever find it, think about what I'll miss. No place for a Band-Aid. No need for a kiss. So when I read this poem, I had the connection. I made a connection. This is my emoji for connection. A lot of students in my class, sometimes when they come back from recess, they come back and they complain that they have an ache or a pain and they want to go to the nurse. So that's my connection. And then I say to my students, show me where your ache or pain is. And they say, oh, it's over there, it's over here. And then I don't really see it. So wait, post-it note here, connection. This is my connection. This is my symbol for connection. And then I don't see their ache or pain, but I also have, it also makes me think. It made me think, does this student thinking, does this student or does this character in the book really have a scratch? Or is it something that they're saying to get attention or to elicit a response from the reader? So as I read this book, I thought many things. I thought, oh, well, there's a connection to my students when they come back from recess. It made me think, does this character really have a scratch, or does he just want a kiss? Does he want attention? So these are the emojis I created that I can use for here. But you guys might have created other emojis. You might have a totally different response. You might have thought, oh my goodness, this poem made me laugh. And you might create something like that. So I'm just going to turn my camera so you guys could see the ones that I made. Okay, so I have a favorite part. Some of you guys who read chapter books might want something like that. Connections, definitely. We should always be making connections to our text as readers. There's several types of connections you can make. There's text to self connections, text to text connections, and text to what's going on in the world connections. I've also made an emoji when I have a question, like if there's a word in the text that I don't understand, definitely put a post-it note there. Go back, look it up. I also have the emoji makes me think about it. Have an idea from the connection of the text, could give me an idea of what I want to write about. And a made me laugh connection. Okay, so that's what Miss E made up. But I encourage you guys to make your own emojis because everybody responds to literature differently. And that's the point of this lesson. You should always be responding and thinking about what you're reading. What does it mean to you? It doesn't necessarily have to be fiction, nonfiction, any type of reading. You should, as a reader, always be thinking about it and responding. The quickest, simplest way is through your post-it notes. The other ways that you more advanced readers do and what they do in latter part of second and third grade is you guys have your response journals. Either way, it's fine, but I just want you to have fun with it. Again, this is a fun way to respond to what you're reading. Okay, readers, I hope you enjoy your reading. And again, I'm just going to put this out there. I'm not going to read the book with the warning, but I do want to let you know it says Giant Children, and it's by Brad Backert. Okay, there is a really disgusting poem in here. Adults, I warn you not to read it. Okay, have a great time. See you soon.